Welcome to brand new Max Talks Oscars 2026 video here on Max Talks Movies. Today, I am going to be giving my breakdown and reaction to the 2026 Golden Globe Awards. They took place on Sunday night, January 11th. I'm going to talk about the Globes, the show itself, my thoughts, the actual impact the show has leading into Oscar season, and all my thoughts as we are a week away now from the actual Oscar nominations coming out. So my name is Max Hindenburg. Welcome back to Max Talks Movies. If you guys are new, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I just hit a huge milestone on my channel, 400 subscribers. Want to thank everyone out there who has gotten me to this point. Next up is 500 subscribers. Let's get there much faster than we did 400. So please, guys, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. I do this Oscar breakdown show mostly every single week. I do a box office breakdown every week. I do movie, TV show reviews. So I do them all. Please subscribe, ring the bell if you are new to Max Talks Movies. Please comment down below your thoughts on the Golden Globes. First of all, did you enjoy the show? Were you happy, sad by the winners? What are your main predictions now heading into the Oscars? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And also, guys, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps my YouTube channel get more new fans. So, the Golden Globes is a show that for me, have lost credibility year in and year out. When I started watching the Oscars, like really being in the thick of things, of watching all of the movies and making sure I was, all caught up and everything, which was like 13 years ago now. The Globes were taken very seriously as a legitimate award show, but I would say over the last 5 years, it has really fallen apart. The leak of the people who were actually voting for this stuff in the foreign press, and then it really made the Hollywood foreign press kind of a joke. And then the Globes have kind of turned into more let's get drunk, watching actors get drunk show than actually a good predictor of what's going to happen for Oscars night. And the biggest reason why it is such a non-factor anymore for predictor is the Globes are really the one award show for movies, at least, that split up films into drama and musical or comedy. So we had an award show where Sinners and Hamnet were going up against each other, and Marty Supreme and one battle after another were going after each other, but not together. There wasn't a group of here are the 10 best movies. They did 5 movies nominated for Best Motion Picture Drama, 5 movies for Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy. And it is why it is a non-factor in predictors. Now, the Golden Globes is also a show. The part that I like about the Golden Globes is it is such an out there, unique show where really it's the one award show that really feels like anything can happen. We've seen winners in movie categories over the last decade where someone who won a Golden Globe for a particular movie wasn't even nominated at the Oscars. And that is what I always love about the Golden Globes. You really don't know what direction they're going to go in. And that has made me feel, I gotta be honest, guys, and I don't want to be harsh. It's going to be kind of a ranty video here. And then I'll get into the actual specifics on how this factors into the awards season. But this was the safest Golden Globes I have ever watched, especially for the movie categories. I'm not here to talk about the TV categories. I was happy because I love Adolescence and the Studios. Just want to say I'm happy with what happened with the TV nominations and the wins. But I'm here to talk about the movies exclusively, and I found this to be extremely safe. This felt like an award show tonight or last night where the Globes wanted to pick things that would make them seem like that they should be seen as more of a serious, legitimate award show. I thought they had a really safe night. There wasn't any, oh my God, surprises on this award show. From a movie perspective, there just wasn't any risk taken in who won and lost. Now, does this matter at all to the Oscars? No. I think at this point, heading into the Oscar nominations, I think voting officially started today. They have a week to vote. The 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. So next Thursday are the day, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when the nominations come out. So I think as of now, Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Actor, Best Director are all done at this point. I think Paul Thomas Anderson is a lock for Best Director. I think Timothée Chalamet is a lock for Best Actor. I think Jessie Buckley is a lock for Best Actress. And I think One Battle After Another is an absolute lock for Best Picture. And for me, it is making this an extremely boring awards season. And the reason why I'm saying that is I am someone who actually really likes One Battle After Another. If you saw my top 10 of the year, it was my 10th favorite movie. I think it's an excellent movie. As someone who's not a big PTA fan, it's my favorite PTA film in 20 years. And I was really underwhelmed by his last 20 years of filmmaking. So I was really surprised how much I liked One Battle. But it is at a point now where all these different bodies, voting bodies, are unanimously saying this movie was by far and away the best movie of 2025. And I just disagree with the notion that we should be at the altar of One Battle After Another for the year of 2025 as it pertains to movies. I just completely disagree with that notion. I am someone where it takes a lot for me to like when a movie sweeps major categories, like wins 4 or 5 of the top categories on the show. And we're at a show here at the Oscars, where the Golden Globes, for example, where it won Best Supporting Actress, Director, Screenplay, and Picture. And I just don't think for me, it takes a generational movie to sweep major categories at big award shows. I was mad, if you follow my channel, I was not happy with the Oscars last year. Anora, another movie in my top 10 of 2024. Think that's another really good movie. But do I think that movie should have swept the majority of the major categories at the Oscars? No. And here we are a year later, and there's not that many people talking about Anora because that movie was not the definition of movies in 2024. And One Battle After Another, I think, is going to have a very similar thing where 10 years from now, I don't think people are going to consider One Battle After Another one of the best movies of the decade. And I think when we're in a year like this, which is always good for me, I actually love that there isn't one movie that's so far above the rest of the films. That is what this year is. I think Marty Supreme's a better Marty Supreme, Hamnet, um, Sinners. There's also a lot of movies I thought should, like Weapons, should be a Best Picture contender. There's a lot of movies like that I think we could spread out the love. Where I don't think one movie is head and shoulders just better than all of the movies that have come out in 2025. And now we're heading into it. We're in the thick of awards season. One battle after another dominated at the Critics' Choice Awards. And won multiple big awards again at the Golden Globes. So that's just my ranty thing. I just think the Golden Globes could have been the one award show out of awards season that took risk. As I said, it has no merit on predicting the Oscars, in my opinion. But as someone who is watching all these award shows, when I watch the Golden Globes, let's just see some drunken craziness at this point. Because I don't take the show that seriously anymore, let's just have some craziness unfold. And I thought the Golden Globes just made it a very safe show that is supposed to appease all of the awards darling fans who want them to realize that, oh my God, the Golden Globes are such a serious show now because all of those favorites are winning our awards. I just think that's not an interesting thing for me. So let's break down the 4 acting categories. So as I said, Timothée Chalamet won for Best Actor for Marty Supreme. Jessie Buckley won Best Actress for Hamnet. You have Stellan Skarsgård winning for Best Supporting Actor for Sentimental Value. And we have Teyana Taylor, who won Best Supporting Actress for One Battle After Another. Now, you have 4 of them are on my screen right now. Chalamet, I actually thought was going to lose. When Teyana Taylor won Best Supporting Actress, I was like, here we go. It's going to be a one battle after another day. I was like, maybe just give Leo a Golden Globe as well if they love this movie so much. But Timothée Chalamet, I do believe, is so undeniable in Marty Supreme. He absolutely is a lock to win, I still think, for Best Actor at the Oscars. Wagner Moura won Best Actor for a Drama. I'll get to Wagner Moura in a second, but just want to bring it. I think Chalamet is done. He won Chalamet won Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Moura won Best Actor in a Drama. Then you have in Actress, Buckley won for Drama, while Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You won for Musical or Comedy. Byrne, I think, is the number 2 behind Jessie Buckley, but at this point, Buckley and Chalamet at the Oscars are locks to win, I think, Best Actor, Best Actress. The two supporting categories, which again don't split off musical or comedy or drama, it's combined again. Golden Globes are a pretty stupid award show. Stellan Skarsgård winning was not a surprise because, again, it is the Hollywood Foreign Press. It has the most international flavor voting body out of the entire award season, and that's why it wasn't shocking that Stellan Skarsgård won for Best Supporting Actor for Sentimental Value, and that's why it was not surprising Wagner Moura won for Best Actor in Motion Picture Drama for The Secret Agent. Now, does that mean I think Stellan Skarsgård is going to win at the Oscars? No, because I think the only fun surprising race out there is supporting actor. I still think I have no idea who is going to win Best Supporting Actor. Jacob Elordi won Best Supporting Actor at the Critics' Choice Awards last weekend, and then this past weekend it was Stellan Skarsgård. I still think Benicio del Toro, if one battle after another is truly going to sweep the majority of these major categories, will probably be the one over Sean Penn. People are like, oh, I think, and I agree, Sean Penn for me is much stronger than Benicio del Toro, but Sean Penn is let's just say, not campaigning. He does not campaign for his FYC. He's not traveling the world doing interviews, promoting the movie still on its awards run, but Del Toro is. And I think that does help Benicio throughout this race. But I still think Elordi has a shot. I still think, obviously, Stellan Skarsgård, a guy who's been in the industry for so many years, has never won an Oscar before. He obviously has a case, and I think Del Toro, because of how, I guess, unbelievable one battle after another is, that he also has a very strong chance as well. So I think Best Supporting Actor is the most fun race for me to be covering throughout awards season. SAG nominations came out. Stellan Skarsgård was not nominated at SAG, but again, the SAG voting has completely knocked out all international movies for the last 5 to 10 years. So Stellan Skarsgård not getting nominated at SAG, I don't think it hurts his chances at the Oscars. I think he's going to get in at the Oscars. But again, I couldn't tell you right now who's going to win. So it's going to be very fascinating. Like if Jacob Elordi wins at SAG, I would say he's probably the front runner. But maybe if the SAG says, let's just vote in Del Toro or Penn, and now we really have a wild card heading into Best Supporting Actor. Best Supporting Actress, I do think Teyana Taylor and Amy Madigan are by far and away the only two people I think who have a legitimate chance to win Best Supporting Actress for the Oscars. Amy Madigan won at Critics' Choice. Teyana Taylor won at the Golden Globes. Again, the two actresses from Sentimental Value both were snubbed, quote unquote, at the SAG Awards, the Actors Awards, as they're calling it now. And so you had like Rumi Musaku and Odessa Azion get nominated at the SAG instead of them. I'm not sure both Sentimental Value actresses will get in, but at least one of them will for the Oscars. But I think everyone thought Ariana Grande was going to be a much stronger contender this award season. I think Wicked for Good is pretty much dead this award season, and she's kind of the only person who's going to probably get a major nomination this award season from that film. Arrivo seems MIA from the Best Actress race. Wicked for Good seems MIA in the Best Picture race. It wasn't even nominated last night in Best Picture, Musical or Comedy for the Golden Globes. So I think Ariana Grande I don't think she's in this race whatsoever. Once again, it comes down to Amy Madigan and I think Teyana Taylor for the Oscar. Madigan is one of the most respected character actors of the last 30 years. And she completely transformed herself in Weapons. And I think it's a fascinating dilemma between Taylor and Madigan because Taylor is only in the first 30 minutes or so of a one battle after another. Madigan's really only in the last 45 minutes of Weapons. So they're both not really in the movie for that much of time, but one person's in the beginning of the movie and one person is really in the third act of a movie. So I think it's a very interesting dilemma. Again, I think all comes down to is one battle after another that undeniable of a movie that Teyana Taylor is just going to win for Best Supporting Actress at the Oscars. If we're on Oscars night and Teyana Taylor, because supporting actors are the first two big categories that get that come up for the wins. If Teyana Taylor wins to start the Oscars, I think we all know the type of award show we're going to get. But I think if Amy Madigan wins, I think it leads hopes for maybe some upsets some places. But I think if Teyana Taylor, or even like a Del Toro or Penn wins supporting actor, I think we know the type of a sweeping night I think it's going to happen at the Oscars for one battle after another. Now, Wagner Moura got the win. As I said, also not surprising. It's an international branch. Made sense he was going to win. Um, that movie, The Secret Agent, won at for Best International Feature or Best Non-English Language Movie. So No Other Choice didn't win. Sentimental Value did not win for that category. So I think that is still an interesting category heading to the Oscars, Best in a Non-English Language Movie. So that's a very interesting race. But again, I don't think Wagner Moura has momentum to dethrone Chalamet. I think him and DiCaprio are kind of a distant second and third in this actors race. But again, still a really cool one. First Brazilian actor, if I'm not mistaken, to win like an award like this. So very cool moment for Brazil and those people. So very happy for that culture as well. And Brazil being this shown at this award show like it was. The only major award that Sinners won it won Best Score, which was sadly during a commercial break during this award show. But Sinners won Best Box Office Achievement, which was the stupidest award to ever give out to anyone. Because how are you judging who wins Best Box Office? And again, this movie, Sinners, didn't even make $400 million, while Avatar, Zootopia are billion-dollar movies. Whatever. It got Sinners on stage. It feels like it's a participation trophy for a movie that is a blockbuster that's going to be a factor in awards season but not win anything. It's kind of like what Barbie did, what Top Gun Maverick did. This is kind of the award of, hey, thanks for being a blockbuster-like movie and getting into award season. Here's your like participation trophy for being here. I think it's a ridiculous award that should not be in award season much longer. So one battle after another, of course, won Best Director and Screenplay for Paul Thomas Anderson. I think many people think PTA is a lock to win Best Director. I think a lot of people are hopeful Ryan Coogler will win Best Screenplay at the Oscars. Again, One Battle is an adapted screenplay. Sinners is an original screenplay. And at the Globes, adapted and original are combined. So I still think Ryan Coogler has a great chance to win Best Original Screenplay at the Oscars. PTA could win his screenplay as well for this movie for adapted. But I think director is a lock. So I don't think, again, I think Sinners will be treated very similarly to Get Out for the 2018 Oscars, where the biggest award it wins is screenplay, which Jordan Peele won for Best Screenplay. That movie also got in for picture and for actor. So we'll see. Again, Michael B. Jordan is gonna get nominated at the Oscars. But Sinners did not win Best Motion Picture Drama. I think a lot of people thought they would end the night giving Best Drama to Sinners, but they gave it to Hamnet. Now, again, because it's the last award on the award show, everyone's out there saying, can Hamnet dethrone One Battle After Another for Best Picture at the Oscars? And the simple answer is no. This movie is not going to win Best Picture. Jessie Buckley will be the one shining light from this movie, winning anything at the award show. Again, it was cool. Spielberg was a part of the speech. Him and Sam Mendes were the lead producers on this movie, who, as Spielberg explained, handed the project over to Chloe Zhao to direct and make. So again, I think Hamnet winning Best Motion Picture Drama was only exciting if you love that movie. I think Hamnet's another excellent movie. Do I think Sinners should have ended the night with a win? I do. But Hamnet got the win to end the Golden Globe. So for me, this was honestly an underwhelming award show from a movie perspective. I just thought it was one of the safer Golden Globes I can remember. And we are now setting for it. We have the SAG nominations are out, the PGA, the DGA nominations are out. The last big thing we need here for awards season is the Oscar nomination. So a week from today, voting ends for the Oscars. And then a couple days later, we're going to find out the actual Oscar nominations. So this could be my last video, guys, before the actual Oscar nominations come out. We shall see. But worst case scenario, I'm going to have a video out breaking down the Oscar nominations. I'm very excited. But sadly, we still have probably 2 more months to talk about the Oscars. So we'll see if I can keep doing once a week. But thanks for joining me, as always, guys, on these Max Talks Oscars videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like this video. And I'll see you guys in another video very soon.